Good day everyone, and welcome to another lesson on the vibrant world of Final Fantasy XIV. Today we'll be covering we're discussing the... hold on, stop the music, stop everything, just stop. Okay, look, I can't keep pretending like this is normal, okay? Final Fantasy XIV has been out for how long? About 13 years? 10 years if you don't count 1.0? That's a lot of time. A lot of time for people to absolutely not care about the lore of this MMO in the slightest. And before you say anything, stop and think about it. Skyrim released back in 2012. It's older than A Realm Reborn, and people still eat up lore videos about that game like it's candy. It's not even an evolving MMO. Oh, but the story of Final Fantasy XIV is so good, everyone says. Okay then, if it's so good, then why does nobody talk about it? I think that's a fair question. If no one cares about the lore of the world, then why should I? So you know what? I'm done. Let's stop pretending like Final Fantasy XIV's writing is anything special. Because if it was, people would, actually care about it. And maybe we wouldn't have so many streamers leaving in droves to go play other games. So instead, let's discuss franchises people seem to actually care about. And I think I know where to start.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
You could say that. The lore behind the Elder Scrolls is vast indeed. So much so that it'll take more than one lesson to cover it all. But today, my friends, we'll start with the basics. This land is filled with things from potent magics to vicious monsters. But if one thing has proven to be true above all else, it's that the resilience of the mortal spirit has the strength to overcome almost any obstacle and endure no matter what. This is a world crafted by living gods, known as the Aedra, but the common folk refer to them as the Divines. However, as we all know, the only god that's truly worthy of our worship would be the God Emperor of mankind. As he sits upon his golden throne, we can only hope to serve him to the best of our ability in these dark days of the 41st millennium. The Cicatrix Maledictum has split the galaxy in half, and it's only by the Emperor's blessings and the guidance of his chosen son, Rabute Guilliman, that we may get a glimpse of tomorrow. Our days may be numbered, but even so, we shall spend our time in the Emperor's service to the very end. But what is the end, really? When the dust is settled and everything we've worked to achieve can be found within a smoldering crater, can we say it was truly worth it? That it ever had meaning in the first place, beyond the importance that we ourselves gave it? In the end, some of the androids belonging to Yorha realized the truth of our universe all too well. That everything really is equal in the cruelest of ways. Your pain? It never mattered more or less than your joy. And things that you thought were so meaningful will eventually disappear beneath the waves of time to rest alongside everything you hated for all of eternity. This cosmic indifference was enough to drive not only organic beings crazy, but robots completely mad. And yet, that's the point, isn't it? To fight even knowing that you can't possibly win. To rage against such callous calculations that would see you deleted from an equation as if you're nothing more than a blank number. The Reapers never truly lived because they never understood life. This is their flaw, and is the reason they needed to be stopped. How can they claim to be so perfectly advanced when other AI have run the same numbers and discovered joy in existence? The Reapers, for all their power, are prisoners of their own dogma and logic, no different than a mortal cult, like children pretending to be gods. Though, what is a god to mortals who have challenged them time and again? In the end, despite all his tools, pawns, plans, and powers, Sargeras was defeated, completely and utterly. His galactic conquest was brought low by beings that he saw as nothing more than ants plaguing corrupted worlds. The amount of lessons that can be pulled from his story are vast indeed, as the ripples of his choices have touched countless lives, and will likely continue to do so even after he was beaten. Yet we can't always win. The Witness ultimately gained what he wanted, and used his powers to do something to the Traveler that even the most keen minds in the Vanguard are puzzled by. If the Traveler was their great enemy, why not simply destroy them? Why go through all this effort if they honestly believe their methodology to be absolute? The answer to these questions are likely found in what the Witness calls the final shape. But for us to even hope to understand what that is, we need to understand the Veil. But take heart, my friends, for I have delved into the forbidden lore sequestered deep within the pyramid ships, and I have discovered that the Veil is actually
Kingdom Hearts.
No! Okay, but let's be real with ourselves, it's not about the lore content anymore. You want to know where the real money is? Reaction content. Cheap, profitable, and super easy to make. Oh yeah, I'm a React channel now, which is why we're gonna start off with something really close to home. Are you ready? Because today, we're reacting to Asmongold, who's reacting to Xeno, who's reacting to Pyromancer, who's reacting to Xeno. Alright? You get it? Okay, let's get started.
We're making fun of the other people. He commented on one other person's comment saying they should get subbed and modded and all this stuff for a very rude and dismissive thing that he said.
All of this was started by a chair. Holy you people obsess over the weirdest things.